All right, let's dive into one of the most amazing processes in all of biology, protein synthesis. We're going to break down exactly how the blueprint inside your DNA gets turned into the very stuff that, well, builds you. Everything from your muscles to your eye color.
So here's a question you've probably thought about. We always hear that DNA is the blueprint of life, right? But what does that really mean? How does a bunch of code actually create a physical trait, something you can see, like the color of your eyes?
Well, the answer comes down to one simple, powerful word: proteins. You see, genes, which are just specific sections of your DNA, are basically recipes, and the thing they're the recipe for is a protein. So in the case of your eyes, specific genes tell your cells how to build the proteins that create the pigment, giving them their unique color. Proteins are the crucial bridge between the genetic code and the physical you.
And this whole process of making proteins has a name: protein synthesis. But don't let the fancy term fool you. Synthesis is just a sciencey way of saying to make something. So protein synthesis is, literally, the cell's process for making proteins. Simple as that.
And you've got to understand, proteins are a huge deal. They're not just for building muscle. Nope, they are the absolute workhorses of your cells. They're hauling materials around, giving your cells their structure, acting as enzymes that speed up chemical reactions, and even protecting your body. You are making billions of them right now just to stay alive. It's incredible.
Okay, but the cell has a major logistical problem to solve to make this happen. It's a classic case of the blueprint versus the factory.
So here's the dilemma. The blueprint, your DNA, with all those vital instructions, is locked up safe and sound inside the cell's nucleus. It never, ever leaves. But the factory, the little protein-building machines called ribosomes, are way out in the cytoplasm. So you've got the instructions in one room and the builders in another. The blueprint can't get out and the factory can't get in. See the problem?
So the big question is, how does the cell solve this? How on earth does it get those precious instructions from the protected vault out to the factory floor where the ribosomes are waiting to get to work?
Well, the cell's solution is brilliant, and it happens in two main parts. Let's start with step one, creating a copy of the message. This process is called transcription.
Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty, let's just lay out the two-part plan. First, you have transcription, where the DNA code is copied into a temporary message. Then, you have translation, where that message is read to actually build the protein. And hey, here's a super easy trick to remember the order. Transcription comes before translation because C comes before L in the alphabet. So transcription is always first. Pretty neat, huh?
Okay, so transcription. This all happens right inside the nucleus, where the DNA lives. The star of the show is an enzyme called RNA polymerase. It unzips a small section of the DNA and makes a complementary copy. But this copy isn't another strand of DNA, it's made of RNA. The final result is a single-stranded message called mRNA, or messenger RNA.
And here's the genius part. This new mRNA message has an all-access pass. Unlike the big, bulky DNA double helix, this mRNA is a nimble single strand. It can slip right out of the nucleus and travel into the cytoplasm, carrying the instructions straight to the factory. Problem solved.
All right, our message has been successfully delivered to the factory floor. Now, it's time for step two, translation. This is where we finally build the protein.
Now for this part, we need to introduce the rest of the RNA crew. We've met mRNA, which is our message. But there's also rRNA, or ribosomal RNA. This stuff is what the ribosome itself is made of, so it's the factory. And finally, we have tRNA, or transfer RNA. Think of these guys as the transporters, the delivery trucks bringing in all the raw materials.
So how does the factory read this message? It doesn't read it one letter at a time. It reads the mRNA in three-letter words. Each of these three base words is called a codon, and each codon is a specific instruction. It basically says, bring me this one particular amino acid. And those amino acids are the building blocks of proteins.
Here's how it works. Let's say the ribosome reads the mRNA codon AUG. A specific tRNA molecule with the matching anticodon, UAC, will lock right into place. And that specific tRNA is always carrying one particular amino acid, methionine. Then the ribosome moves to the next codon, let's say CCA. A different tRNA will match that, carrying the amino acid proline. It's a perfect molecular matching game.
So let's watch it happen in real time. The process kicks off when the mRNA strand docks with a ribosome.
The ribosome scans along until it finds the first codon, which is pretty much always AUG. This acts as the universal start signal for protein building.
And right on cue, the matching tRNA molecule arrives, carrying that first amino acid, methionine. It clicks right into place. The first piece of our protein is set.
Then, the whole ribosome factory just chugs along the mRNA track, moving to the next three-letter word, the next codon. In this case, it's CCA.
And what happens next? A new tRNA, the one that perfectly matches CCA, swoops in and delivers its cargo, the amino acid proline. The ribosome then forges a strong link, called a peptide bond, between the first and second amino acids. And just like that, our protein chain is starting to grow. The first tRNA is now empty, so it floats off to get recharged.
This process just repeats over and over again. The ribosome moves down the line, a new tRNA comes in, another link is added to the chain. It keeps building this chain, amino acid by amino acid, until it hits a special instruction on the mRNA called a stop codon. This codon doesn't call for an amino acid, it's simply a signal that says, all right, job's done. The protein is now complete, and it's released to go do its work.
So let's just zoom out for a second and appreciate what we've just walked through. We have literally just decoded the language of life.
It's really an elegant journey, isn't it? It starts with the DNA, the master blueprint. That code is then transcribed into a portable mRNA message. Then in translation, ribosomes and tRNA read that message to assemble amino acids in the perfect order. And the final product? A protein, ready to do its job in your body.
And this incredible, precise process is happening in your cells trillions of times every single day, building everything that makes you, you. But, it leaves us with one last really important question. What happens if there's a typo in that original DNA code? What happens when the message is wrong? Well, that's a story for another time.